The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Certainly you've heard that a number of South American leaders showed up, and they showed themselves very, very moved, emotionally moved, at the ceremony for the inauguration of Pope Francis, of course, from Argentina. Well, there's an interesting article in the Buenos Aires Herald which talks about what some are saying is a notable absence of the president of Uruguay. The president of Uruguay, I don't know if I've talked about him on the show before, but he's a pretty interesting guy. His name is José Mujica, and he is known for, number one, donating 90% of his $12,000 a month salary to charity. He is known for being a vegetarian in a country that is certainly a meat-eating country, and also known as somebody who does not consider himself religious. And there was actually a statement made by his wife, who is actually I believe his wife is a senator in Uruguay. Is that right, Natan?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure on that. Very good. In any case, saying, we didn't go to the Vatican because we are not believers, and we have had separation of church and state in this country for over 100 years, and why would we go to something that is that's religious? It just doesn't make any sense. The church is separated from the state since the past century. Seems like a little bit of an awkward translation from Spanish there. This is the president of Uruguay is a really interesting guy. Vegetarian, like I said, describes himself as the world's poorest president. Like I said, donates 90% of his salary to charity, and he lives on a farm on the outskirts of the capital city, where he cultivates chrysanthemums. And he does not live in the presidential palace or use its staff, which he could. I think we could be learning a lot from the president of Uruguay.
No doubt. Imagine if the U.S. president was like this.
Yeah, just imagine. I was there over in July when I was in Argentina visiting family. Went over to Uruguay for a couple of days, and a lot of similarities to Argentina, certainly, but also differences. And I think that we could learn quite a bit, because this quiet, reserved man has created a situation in Uruguay that is far more stable than many other South American countries, Natan.
I think that's true, and also if you look at income inequality, it's much lower in Uruguay than it is in most of the other countries in Latin America. And lo and behold, it becomes countries are stable when their income equal. So I think there's a lot to look to Uruguay to figure out what to do.
Absolutely.
All right.
Were you going to say something, Louis?
No, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it is interesting guy for sure, right?